Julián G. ¿No estoy demasiado en la feria de cosplay o qué? Ay, disculpa si me tardan en leer los chats de YouTube, es que estaba viendo memes. En lo que voy, creo que le voy a poner continuar para que se vaya cargando esto. Bueno, a ver. Vamos a ver si podemos invocar a Shoko en el chat. No sé si vayan a querer activar el chat de Telegram. Bueno, ya fue al baño, ya fue aquí. Aquí ya no hay nada raro. Ya no hay nada. Que nomás tengo las opciones de largar. Están ardiendo los ojos con los pupilentes.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I appreciate your patience.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
Bueno, suponiendo que es la misma cosa que aquí, pero... Uf.
I shot the deer myself, in the local woods.
Mother was never a fan of dishes made from entrails. In this case, she'd be missing out.
¿Y para tomar? ¿Qué es nada? Ok.
That was delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Yes, Master David?
How many staff are there?
Nowadays, only myself, the maid, and Rory the gardener. I suppose you could include the lawyer, too, if that is work.
Not many for such a big house.
If you felt like hiring more staff, I would not complain, sir. But of course, Not everyone is suited to work in this house.
En casa debe ser un problemón.
You've worked for the family all your life?
Yes, Master David. Save my time serving in Swaziland.
You served in South Africa?
Oh, indeed, sir. During the Boer War. But Sir Edward intervened and I was able to return unharmed from that most futile conflict.
If I gave him the earring, he'd use it as an excuse to torment the maid. Not that I'd ever gain his trust. He's clearly loyal to Lady Margaret. May I ask, the maid, she seems nervous, almost afraid of me.
She's afraid of everything.
You don't think much of her?
I do not, sir. And, if I may be so bold, one of Lady Gordon's earrings has gone missing.
You suspect the maid?
Not my place to say, Master David.
Yet I think you just did say. Well, good day to you.
Indeed, sir.
Ok. Ya no hay mucho de qué hablar con este güey. Vamos a ver si se puede ir.
Elsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears.
Que desde que se ve que está lloviendo. Bueno, en lo que carga y en lo que probablemente parece Choco, dígame. Voy por los brotes para los ojos. Si es que no me termina quitando los chupiletes de más.
Smoking a pipe? I thought that would be beneath her station.
Que... No me los quité. Ay, Dios. Me ardí bien nacido cuando dicen... Bueno, a lo que estamos. Saber qué rayo con esta doña. Esta madre. Está trabado este güey.
Lady Margaret.
David?
May I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You were obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soonest mended.
What kind of man was my grandfather?
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome. And caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
I don't want to give her another reason to think me mad. This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited... can no longer remember?
Oh no, you are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way. The maid, she seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant superstition. I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
I could give it to her, and she'd still never tell me anything useful about my father or the secrets of this place. But the maid? I could use this to earn her trust. I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes. Oh, and David, the master of the house needs to respect the privacy of those under his roof. Even your father understood that. Sometimes a cabinet is locked for a reason.
Era importante fingir ignorancia. Fingir no me va a servir esta vez.
I was looking for some documents, and Andrew had already gone to bed.
I would still appreciate you respecting the rules of this house. You're not its owner quite yet.
Pero lo seré, vieja. Lo seré. Aún no. ¿Dónde estará la morrilla esta? A ver, estará aquel güey en su despacho. Ya me estoy familiarizando con la casa.
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Okay. Mientras tanto...
This Dr. Farber might be useful. Perhaps she could shed some light on Father's final weeks. I should contact her.
Hola, Choco. Por fin ha sido invocada. Ahora nos tocó a todos cenar antes de, de venir a jugar. Bueno, a ver. Mis ojos. Cabrón, salió del piso este güey. Ok, la mandaron al ático. La madre con el ático. No traía ahí un hacha. Ay, no.
Definitely the man I saw last night. But how? Grandfather Edward died before I was even born. And he'd be in his 70s if he was still alive.
Entonces, para acá que hay. Nada. Esta vez se veía flaquilla. No puedo volver aquí. Para acá está mi habitación. Creo que en algún momento voy a utilizar esa madre. Que no hay nada más que investigar de aquí. ¿Para dónde estaba Rory? Por acá. Creo que sí. Esto está bien. A ver.
Miss Crannan? I noticed the attic door is locked.
You'd best ask Angus, sir. I hardly go up there.
The mere mention of the attic terrified her. What is in there? I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. Oh, she can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will. Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there. Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret said... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. poor girl. Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me? I shall leave you to your work.
Tiene que presionarla tanto. ¿Qué más hay para hacer por aquí? En la noche pasada me robé un hacha. El hacha muy probablemente me sirva para agarrarme con alguien.
Shall we?
Oh, ese tema. Nice. ¿Puedo ir hacia el otro lado? Está bien, la sigo.
Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation. How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. Let's see what we can find down here. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. Harsh as it may seem, this is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me.
Okay. Gran idea mandarme a mí a matar arañas.
More spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks. The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries.
Cabrón.
Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to meet. Oh, a lot of blood for just one animal.
El Ciro de cabeza.
Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate.
Ok, a ver, ¿qué más hay por acá? Bueno, a ver.
Step right up.
Sir? What are you... Oh my! That's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
Güey. Perra madre.
Sorry, did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think...
Ay, Este güey es el niño.
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed. You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up?
Cállate, pinche cacarizo.
Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely.
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize. I was helping Miss Cranon.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Eres un pedazo de mierda.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said? They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did? Oh. Oh, you don't know.
Well?
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired of everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
Y que les quemes la casa con ellos adentro. Ah, no, pero es tu castillo. Tal vez tengan una cabaña y los puedes quemar. Puede decir que fue la maldición de los Gordon. No creo que nadie lo vaya a culpar.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library after dinner.
At last. I might get some answers.
Ay, Dios. Tengo ganas de ir a jalarnos las pinches greñas. Sí, güey. Que próximamente voy a poder utilizar el puto elevador. Estoy... Sí, ya te escuché.
Sí, se va a quedar Lucita con nosotros, vamos a cerrar su casa. Ahí venimos.
Ay, se me durmió un pie. A ver, objetivos actualizados. Vamos a ver qué tenemos que encontrar. Sí, es mi madre. Llave maestra, cafecería. El recibimiento a mi llegada hacía tan frío como los muros del castillo, aunque Andrew Harrison, el abogado que contactó conmigo por parte de mi familia, ha hecho todo lo posible para que me sienta bienvenido. El personal parece tan extraño como mi propia familia, con una doncella que entra y sale de puertas cerradas, y Rory, el viejo jardinero, que me advierte de un oscuro secreto familiar, sin querer compartir más detalles conmigo. Las cartas que me he encontrado por la casa reflejan la obsesión de mi padre por lo oculto. Pasó gran parte de mi infancia estudiándolo, viajando por el mundo en busca de libros esotéricos. Y el abuelo Edward, sus cartas y notas hacen que la admiración que la abuela Margaret siente por él sea incluso más desconcertante. Para Edward la gente no era más que ganado, solo marionetas a las que manipular. Espero que las alucinaciones que he sufrido sobre el niño, por reales que pareciesen, sean solo el resultado de las tribulaciones de estas últimas semanas. Quizás sean recuerdos de mi juventud, O quizás sean los primeros pasos hacia la misma locura a la que sucumbió mi padre. Locura y te voy. A ver, hay que identificar quién era el niño. Ya supimos lo que sabe a Elsa. Le quiero decir a Lisa, no sé por qué. Reúnete con a Elsa tras la cena. Están raros. Descubre quién vergas es el niño. Vamos a ver. No creo que vayan a darme información por acá. El Andrew anda con su bufete en el pueblo. Quién sabe que los regrese. Este güey no sé cuánto durmió. Se supone que fue en el transcurso de la noche cuando lo encontraron todo desmayado. Cuando se cayó de la escalera. Lisa. Es que no le puedo decir Lisa porque es Ailsa. Va la I antes de la L. Pero vamos a ver si este pinche cretino sabe algo. Me cae tan gordo ese güey.
I better leave Cousin Eddie to his hobby for...
Oh, que la madre. Ok, no me va a dejar este güey. Entonces las preguntas... ¿Quién le hago las preguntas? Ok. ¿Quién es el niño? Me imagino que después vamos a ir al ático. Digo, al ático, al... Necesito pedir las llaves del ático con el mayordomo. El mayordomo puede que esté en... Habrá que darle la vuelta a todo porque quién sabe dónde andar el mayordomo. Estarle dando vuelta tras vuelta tras vuelta a la casa. Va a ser bastante agobiante. Y... ¿dónde podré conseguir un teléfono? Porque se quiere contactar con la doctora. A ver. Para contactarse con la doctora, yo creo que muy probablemente desde el pueblo. Porque muy probablemente alguien le puede interceptar la llamada aquí. Bueno, es que no sé cómo funcionan estos teléfonos, pero yo me acuerdo que a veces cuando mi hermano hablaba con su novia, teníamos unos teléfonos que era uno en la sala, creo que otro estaba en mi cuarto. No me acuerdo cómo está. No, era uno en la cocina y otro en la sala. Y me acuerdo que para poderlo molestar después, porque se ponía muy cursi con su novia, yo levantaba el teléfono mientras él estaba hablando. Entonces escuchaba en ambos teléfonos. Yo creo que eso se puede hacer aquí, o no sé cómo funcionan los teléfonos de esta época. Pero pues me imagino que si este güey le habla a la doctora, muy probablemente...
Contrary to everything I've learned so far about Grandfather Edward,
Probablemente estos güeyes van a levantar el otro teléfono para escuchar lo que este güey tenga que decir. No hay mucho que hacer aquí. A ver, querrá decir algo esta vieja.
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
Está bien. Por acá. No sé a dónde ir. A ver, dejamos esa puerta y fuimos a daños sin la otra. Tiene que estar en el segundo piso. Porque afuera se nota que está lloviendo. No creo que vamos a ser capaces de hacer otra cosa aquí. Pues debería ir muy probablemente al segundo piso. Cabrón, no te. Ya sé qué pasillo es. Es que este de no traer la veladora. Aquí no es un cenicero.
This will make it easier to carry. The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the bag.
Entonces, a ver.
The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs? What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood?
Uy, gente, aquí viene una alucinación muy probablemente. Protéjanse los oídos, no nos va a ir como ayer. Pensando seriamente en irme a quitar los pupilentes. ¿Qué? Ok, no gritaron, pero me quedé igual.
Regardless of what I told Miss Crannan, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before. And they're getting worse.
Del putazo le puso los subtítulos en inglés. Ok, a ver, ¿qué tenía atrás? Solo tiene sangre. Pero no es nada especial dibujado aquí. Okay. El abuelo de
Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night.
Entonces las...
My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me. Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs?
Ok, ya sabemos que el niño sí es el pinche Eddie. ¿Qué dónde estaba la vieja noche, no?
I'll give that a spin later.
Lady Margaret. Ay. Esto a veces se complica. Ok. Parece que no hay nada más aquí. Ay, no, en serio. Pero bueno, voy a quitarme quitarme estas cosas. Es que en serio ya, no sé, no los aguanto. Llevo como 3 horas con ellos o algo así. Listo, mucho mejor. Pues y lo que pasa es que no tengo la costumbre de usarlos. Pero ahora sí, mucho mejor. Realmente no suelo utilizar pupilentes. Y apenas ahora que los usé, qué ardor. Pero bueno, ahora sí, continuemos. Objetivos. ¿Quién era el niño? Encuentra la tumba del cuadro. Voy a ver si ya puedo ir directamente a la biblioteca. Aunque el hecho de que este güey sin veladora. El teléfono. Sí.
It's working. Has it been repaired? Or did Andrew lie to me?
Tal vez te mintió Andrew. Wait. Que no le hablas a la doctora. Bueno. Vamos para arriba. Aquí nos topamos acá arriba. Soy como 3 escalones de una zanca güey. Por aquí sigue sin haber la opción de entrar a ningún cuarto. No podemos entrar. Sí que podemos entrar. Yo pensé que iba a salir una opción de abra la puerta, pero ¿habrá algo nuevo aquí? Imagino que no. ¿Ya le pusiste la pieza, güey? No, te desmayaste antes de... Te fuiste a perseguir al pinche lepa antes de poner la pieza. A ver, ¿y dónde dejaste la pieza? ¿Trae? ¿Sí la trae? No la trae, no la trae.
Let's see if my trusty key will get this open. Not like this.
¿Quieres ver si tu llave abre esto? Claro que por supuesto que sí, permíteme tantito. Sí, ya lo tengo. Oh. Ok. Las dos de abajo, la de arriba.
Not like this. Not like this.
Ay, qué idiota.
Not like this.
¿Tampoco? A ver, ¿de qué manera estamos metiendo la llave?
Not like this.
Estas cosas de las percepciones. Ok, se supone que así debería estar más o menos bien. Pero a ver, vamos a ver si así.
Not like this.
A ver, suponiendo que la tomes así, ¿no?
I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret.
Ok, pero... ¿dado caso? Ay, sí, esto es la que se gira para allá. Esta es la que gira para abajo. Que nada más tiene unas piezas para mover.
Not like this.
Estos puzzles. Bueno. Tal vez la llave no es así. Tal vez la llave es de esta manera. Y eso significaría que está para abajo. Y está a la derecha. Y si no, pues las invierto.
Not like this.
Ok, tampoco. Vamos a ver. Considerando que sea así, entonces
Not like this. Not like this.
vamos a ver. Tenemos la llave. Giramos todos los dientitos para donde mismo. Ok, cuando la encontramos todo así. Ahora, supongamos que la parte más chica, que vamos a verla de esta manera. La parte más chica es la de la derecha. Eso significaría que esta la podemos girar así. Esta otra sección es, a ver, es que tienen formas. Ok. Vamos a ver si así.
Not like this.
Tampoco. A ver. Giramos de nuevo. Vamos a ponerla como estaba. A ver. Solo se pueden mover dos. Y esta sección queda hacia abajo, según veo, porque es la alargada. Y esa formete entra hacia acá. Entonces, suponiendo, si entra así, se supondría que estos queden así. Esta quede así. Intenta esa forma.
Not like this. 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 Not like this.
A ver. Dio fuerzas, ese que hacia allá. Es que según yo... Esta es la que queda así. Estoy por ese lado derecho.
Not like this.
Por ese lado derecho está pinche llave. Me imagino que si tú la agarras, la usas como cualquier llave dentada, que todos sus cosas estas, todos los dientes van hacia abajo. Ok. Ahora, suponiendo que la vamos a meter así, teóricamente no hay opción para meter ningún lado hacia la derecha, por lo que esta sección queda hacia arriba, esta sección queda hacia un lado. Es mi última opción.
Not like this.
Carajo. Ay, a ver. Me lleva a que me trajo. A ver. Perdón. A ver. Algo así, baja. Luego está hacia acá, tiene una curva. Y hacia abajo tiene como una cruz. Encontrar cómo entra la llave es el problema. Y luego hacia este otro lado tiene como una crucecita más chica. Ok. El secreto seguro está en las extensiones. Ok, a ver. Voy a usarla de otra manera. Vamos a ver. Supongamos que en vez de usarla con el diente hacia abajo, lo utilizamos con este diente hacia arriba. Este iría hacia acá. Y así debería entrar.
Not like this.
A ver. Necesito apuntar todas las maneras en las que estoy girando la llave. llave con la opción de esta madre hacia arriba. Casi hacia un lado y las cruces hacia abajo. No es opción. Ahora vamos a verla hacia acostada. Siendo esta la parte más chica, juntando esa sección hacia acá. Vamos a ver. Esa madre hacia allá.
Not like this.
Tampoco.
Not like this.
Está el cross invertido de esta tampoco es. Como no hay combinaciones, hay 9 opciones y una tiene que ser.
Not like this.
Todas puestas en la misma dirección tampoco es. Hay que descartarla. A ver. Siento que sigo volteando para allá. Si este para arriba. Este así. Este así. Y la cruz para abajo.
Not like this.
Tampoco. Se luz y no funcionó.
Not like this.
Me estoy desesperando. Okay. Pero es que mira, a fuerzas, esa madre va a ir para allá. Y esta cruz va así. Estos dos a huevo tienen que estar así. A ver. Va a ser que a ver, esta configuración así. Que esta junto con esta. Y esta así.
Not like this.
Entonces tenemos esta así. Así porque la tengo aquí. Ah, estas cuestiones de percepción. Ok. Y si esto quedara así.
Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Estoy esperando.
Not like this.
Ay, Dios. A ver, pues. Ok. Esta configuración no funciona. Entonces...
Not like this. Not like this. like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Con esta llave.
Not like this. Not like this.
Alguna manera que se les ocurra.
Not like this.
Seguro que esto es muy sencillo, pero... A ver... Este lo intenté y tampoco se pudo.
Not like this.
¿Qué peda con esta pinche llave?
Not like this.
Las mil y un combinaciones de esa madre. A ver si me falta algún pinche archivo por ahí. Algo que ocupe hacer en meditación. Nada, no ocupa hacer nada este cabrón aquí. Puta madre, güey. Tratar de poder usar esa madre para bajar. Si vas a abrir eso. Le faltará ponerla. Bueno, lo más probable es que me falten. Probablemente es que haya otra llave, porque pues sí tiene 4 posibilidades. Este don para que me preste la llave. Vamos a ver, pues, qué podemos descubrir. Siento que me trabé. A ver, este güey no volvió. Y este lado no parece que pueda revisar nada. Ni siquiera puedo revisar cosas de Andrew.
It's labeled Mallory. Perhaps another client of Mr. Harrison. It's labeled...
Ok, Choco. Querías irte de aquí, a ver si ya puedo salir o algo, porque estaré ese señor. Puedo encontrar al mayordomo. El sótano no se abre. Acá arriba no está. Se habría ido con la abuela este güey. Que pues en su cuarto no hay nada. Que esas habitaciones ya vengo. Pues de vuelta para acá. Necesito un pepino. Seguro necesito otra llave. No creo que se va a poder abrir. Tiene 4 lados. A ver,
Lady Margaret?
Yes, David?
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year?
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara, and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken.
Curioso.
I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes.
Gracias, abuela. Vamos a ver, ponerlo por acá. A ver la biblioteca. En el escritorio de la biblioteca ya no hay nada pendiente, por lo menos. Porque los pokés son una delicia. No puedo salir. Por un carajo de haber hecho eso antes.
Finally, some fresh air.
No puedes sobrevivir sin pokés. Son deliciosos.
I need a break from this family. Let's see if I can get into the chapel without Andrew.
Si cambia el mono de ropa. Las fotos. ¿Qué hacen las pinches fotos de afuera? Buen punto. A ver, este voy a querer ver si puede entrar a la capilla, me imagino que...
Master David.
You could tell
Hola,
it was
Rory.
me.
Your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
Te voy a ver fantasma.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house. When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you dinna mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Está bueno para caminar normal. Ah, ok, depende de qué tanto forces el joystick.
Locked with a padlock. Locked with a padlock. Andrew.
Encuentra la forma de entrar a la capilla. Bueno. Examinamos la tumba.
I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... Ah, these vines are too big. I need something to cut through these.
Güey, literalmente te trajiste un hacha. Pinche machete que traías. Es neta. Ya no lo traes. En serio. Me quitaron el machete. Bueno, no era un machete, era un cuchillo, eso es para cortar carne. A ver. Creo que en la herramienta del señor me imagino que no va a extrañar si se le pierde algo.
Nobody left to mourn the dead or care for their graves, it seems.
No que no importe mucho si tomo una de sus herramientas. Pero aquí no va a haber nada. No, tengo que sacar las enredaderas.
Rory's tools. A hammer, a tenon saw, a bolt cutter. All a bit rusty, but in good order. Rory's tools. A hammer.
Que le robes.
Rory's tools. A hammer, a tenon... You wouldn't have to have a chapel key, would you?
Ain't set a foot in there for years, and I don't intend to either.
That'll be a no, then. May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Gracias. Está claro que no voy a forzar el candado con esto, ¿o sí? Party. Ya voy a guardar esto porque me quedan... Ay, ya ni para qué los guardo, me quedan 4. Malditos pokis. Nativos. Una bendición.
Better. Cecilia Shaw, nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model. Another part of the model. And it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child?
Puede que se parezca a la capilla.
How could I have known that something was buried here? I don't remember Father ever telling me about this grave. Father must have buried the chapel piece here for a reason when he was a boy. But why? And whose blood is it stained with?
Cosas de foto encontradas. Ya no hay nada. A lo mejor me pasó por detrás. Voy a hacer por aquí, ¿no? O tampoco hay manera de revisar por allá. Ya les compraré un candado. Espera que venga Andrew. Se ve hermosa la capilla.
The place is crumbling. Not the safest spot to pray. Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware.
Interesante.
The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan.
Celta?
Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time. 'Tis well recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory, powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of costs, a debt as yet unsettled, a price we will continue to pay until the last Gordon passes to dust.
Vamos a terminar encontrando
For the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror. Even as tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations, we held fast and steered the land through vile English attack and worse. In time, the Gordons and the land became one.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound, to the land we protect, to the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life, lest my clan should suffer. I shall forfeit my spirit, to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound, day of the reckoning.
What on earth? Where's the code coming from?
Se pusieron los ojos en blanco este güey. No hay tanta luz aquí. Ok. Oh, la madre. Estoy tocándolo. Ah, vamos. ¿Cómo batallo con los controles de esta cosa? No. Ahí.
Is this what madness feels like? It can't be real.
Está bajo el agua. Yo pensé que era como que cambia de dimensión, pero wow. Me hay que ir leyendo cosas. Me falta tocar algo. Tocar cosas. No. Tocar. No toque, tocar. No toque, tocar. Estoy enloqueciendo junto con el juego. No, mentira, ya venía así. Tocar.
All this looks like the bottom of a lake.
¡Oye! Un pez. Sé que esto antes de ser algún lugar,
What are you trying to show me?
antes de ser tierra, este lugar de mar. ¡Ese güey! Que se caiga ahí.
There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be Edward.
La sombra de allá arriba es Edward. Uff. ¿Trepar de nada? ¡Ay, güey! Me sale Assassin's Creed este, güey. No te desmayes, no te desmayes, ¿Qué? ¿Qué pedo? Ay, no me jodas que voy a tener que recorrer todo esto ahí. No sabía que te podías morir. Qué bueno que se guardó ahí.
The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually... Using with them, it is said, 'tis well What is our...
Blah, 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 blah.
Or the same... In...
tengo que tener cuidado cuando todo se pone acá.
Some pages have been ripped out.
In blood we are to...
¿Dónde está el juramento? Ahí fue donde se guardó, más o menos. Quiero creer. Es que sí, era, se le ponen los ojos en blanco. Ay, no, esto no era. No, hombre, que no puedo guardar en este momento. Bueno, por lo menos ya sabemos que queda. A ver.
Is this what...
Tocar aquí. Puta madre. Ahora sabiendo que me puedo morir, me voy a estar muriendo a cada rato.
All this looks like the bottom of a lake.
Ahora toca el pez.
What are you trying to show me? She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down.
Take.
There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be... Edward.
Ok, para allá. Vas a matar, pinche loco. Abuelo, no me vas a querer ahogar. Nel. A ver aquí. Examinar. No. Tan cercano. Ah, su pinche madre.
A note.
Examina.
I'm taking my
Me llevaré al bebé
baby
conmigo
with
para
me
salvarlo de esta familia
to save
podrida.
it from this rotten family.
Find my child!
¡Quítate del suelo! No, ay, gracias.
Are you alright?
Ay, espérate. Ay. Sí. Sí, estoy bien. Ay, Dios. Me voy a caer arriba con este juego.
Did you see her? She drowned.
Calm down, you're in shock. What were you doing clambering about in here?
If I told you, you'd think me mad.
Odd. That is just what your father said to me.
You knew my father. How?
I treated your father at the asylum. I'm Dr. Leah Faber.
The asylum?
Let's get you back to the castle and make sure you're okay.
No, gracias. A terminar en el psiquiátrico. Tal vez mis sueños me estaban advirtiendo de este juego. Ya es que les digo que estaba soñando con manicomios y psiquiátricos. Yo creo que era la advertencia de no jugar a esto. Ay, Dios, no. Préstame, pinche brazo. Que esté bien.
What did you come here for?
I'm not sure your father's story is finished yet, and there are some things I still need to make my peace with.
What's this about an asylum?
As I said, your father was admitted.
Why? Who did that to him?
I did. But unfortunately, he managed to escape.
What? Hold on a minute. How dare you come in here and...
Told you? Your father was a madman. A complete and utter madman. Don't mind me. Please continue.
Hay ganas de echarle tiner eso.
Well, what right did you have to lock my father up in a madhouse?
I was his doctor. I understand you are in shock, but you have no right to speak to me in such a way. I was trying to help him.
He's dead. Capital job.
Now, hold on just a minute.
¿Quién se murió? Uy, qué antojositos de fresa. Son buenos los cookies de fresa. Los prefiero a los de chocolate. Aunque quiero probar los de té verde, pero el té verde no me gusta de por sí.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! No!
¿Quién está muerto? Sospecho del mayordomo. O de ese cabrón. Sospecho de todos en esta maldita casa. Qué ricos cookies. Uf. Segundo capítulo completado. Lisa Junior. Creo que... Bueno, mi pregunta aquí es... ¿Continúa el tercero?
Eddie, it'll be all right. Pull yourself together.
I suggest nobody else goes down there. We should keep the room intact until the police can get here.
I shall alert them first thing in the morning. What an unfortunate accident.
An accident? You think so? Just after the madman's son turned up at our door?
Entonces fuiste tú, cabrón.
And yet you were the one standing over her body with blood on your hands.
How dare you? I was too late. I was trying to help her. She...
There, my sweet boy. Let's get you to bed. Angus, would you?
Of course.
El personaje se le van los ojos.
I think we will all benefit from a good night's sleep.
I know you may have... Trust me. I'm the only one on your side when it comes to your father's death.
Lady Margaret certainly isn't. But if I told you what I saw in the chapel, you'd have me in a padded cell, just like my father. So, what was my father like when you locked him up?
I didn't just lock him up, I tried to help him. Your father was heavily drugged when he was brought to me. It was to prevent any further violent outbursts. Also, Lady Margaret had said, but something felt wrong, even then.
Why did you come here? To make sure my father was successfully in the ground?
With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will not allow you to speak to me or about my work in such a tone. I tried everything I could to aid your father. He was convinced he was carrying some ancient curse, that he was being haunted by evil. I wish I had reached him, had been able to help him.
So do I.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Tienes la feria, otaku?
You're a persistent one, aren't you? Maybe if I threw you a bone, you'd get off my back.
Obsesión con el antiguo mago.
He used to babble about a dark force threatening him and our family.
Was that why he moved you to India? To remove himself from this place?
I believe so.
And yet here you are, in the very place he sought to protect you from.
Who knows? Maybe there is an ancient evil in this place. An evil that drags us back no matter how far away we get. Even from the other side of the world. Father was obsessed with the history of the family for as long as I can remember.
Did your father actually believe his family was out to get him?
Who knows? Though I think what really scared him was beyond the physical.
And what do you think?
Una cosa cualquiera.
Is your father right?
Psicólogo.
Are there things
O
beyond the
psiquiatra.
physical?
O doctor que le haga lo mental. Pero, ¿qué pregunto?
He was a disturbed man. He saw things that weren't there. Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air. If you really want to help me, then let us find out what the maid knew. She was hiding something, but was too scared of Angus and Margaret to tell me.
You think whatever she wanted to confide might be connected to her death?
Maybe. Whatever I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. It has to be. A woman must have drowned herself in the loch. Because if it's all in my mind, like father, like son. Angus will have the key. Unless we can find another way in.
Pues claro que hay otra manera de entrar.
Rory's not one for cleaning up after himself.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her?
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Pues mira, podemos entrar por acá. Que nadie se
I think
entere.
I might have an idea how to get into the cellar, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
If it involves this filthy dumbwaiter, don't even think about it.
I can't fit in there, and I see no other way into the cellar.
You're asking me to put a lot of trust in you, given the circumstances.
I'm not crazy like my father, if that's what you think.
I don't think anything yet, because I don't know you.
You can trust me, and I will do my very best to learn to trust you.
All right then. Clothes can be washed.
Excelente. Arrojamos a la chica por ahí. Anda.
Lovely.
Tú sí cabes.
Pull me back up!
Ay.
I need something to open the doors from the inside once I'm down there.
Ay, Dios mío. Todo yo. Todo yo.
Rory's not one for clean. This should do it.
A ver, güey.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be
Sí, ándale. Ya bájate. Toma. Mata a quien te encuentres. Ahora sí.
going down.
Good luck.
See you in a minute.
Anda.
Dr. Farber.
Ya se murió también.
Is everything all right?
Probablemente no.
Leah!
Oh, if anything's happened to her.
You needn't worry about me. I've been to stranger places in this castle. Follow me.
Elevator music. Ay, no. Estoy con unos nervios con esta doña. No es que no confíe en Lía. Es que no confío en ningún doctor que pueda mandarte a un manicomio. Y te sigo. Ay, esta es la que trae la luz. Junto acá.
Her neck's been broken, and with some considerable force, it seems. Her necklace looks like gold, albeit a plain design. And it's missing any form of pendant.
Still, well beyond a maid's salary. It...
Where's that sudden draft coming from?
The missing pendant. He threw it into the blood-filled basin.
Mr. Gordon? Speak to me, please. David, can you hear me?
Her clothes. He ripped a seam open.
Así fue el hijo de puta de Eddie.
Mr. Gordon, are you with me?
Espérese, morra. Mira que estoy acá. Espérate.
Mr. Gordon?
Aquí.
Speak to me, please.
Espérate, güey. Intentando no morirme en lo que investigo.
David, can you hear me?
Espérese. Pone nervioso.
Mr. Gordon, are you with me?
A ver, aquí. No, quítate. Con un carajo.
Mr. Gordon?
Ay.
Speak to me, please.
Your stag is here, my little doe.
Little doe? Not exactly the usual way to address the staff.
We're all here, sir. All down in the dark. Something's coming. The attic, sir. She's in the attic.
What just happened? You look like you were in some kind of trance.
Perhaps the lack of sleep is affecting me. Or the visions that you think me insane if I describe them to you.
You need to learn to trust me. I am on your side, remember?
No.
So you say. But I remember you locked my father up too. A tiger can't change its stripes.
No te voy a decir ni madres. La madre, güey.
That's horrible.
You're not the one with your hand in it. French. I don't speak French.
I do. It says for Clara, forever yours. Who's Clara?
I don't know. Yet another relative, perhaps?
We should ask someone who's been around here for longer. How did you know it was there? The pendant, I mean.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
A hunch. Eddie gave this to her. We should ask him to his face just what his relationship was with her.
This isn't another ghost story, is it?
Look, you wouldn't understand. I can't...
What I do understand is that we could not accuse a man of murder without proof.
They seem to be a house full of carnivores. The scene really did rip when she tried to get away from him.
Pues sí, tiene que ser de este lado. Este la fue donde se dan agarrando chingazos. Parece nada más para revisar. Pues sí, ya que... Esa morra no le daría ni los buenos días. ¿Y ahora qué? Investiga la muerte de Lisa, descubre más acerca de la mujer ahogada en la visión. Tiene el colgante.
The maid could never have afforded this. This is a trinket of the rich, not a servant. The maid could never have afforded this. This is a trinket of the rich, not a servant.
Cosa traer a esta güey detrás de mí. Me imagino que todos han de estar en la sala, en el recibidor. No creo que se hayan ido a dormir. Se supone que estamos esperando a la policía, salvo que la policía llegue en la mañana. Vamos a ver si está despierto Andrew. Y Andrew no está. Andrew se fue. Ay, Dios. Esta investigación no se me da. Te diría, pensamos como el asesino, pero el asesino es un pendejo, entonces me dificulta pensar como idiota. Aparte que no lo hizo a propósito, fue accidental. Porque lo estaba acosando y por eso estaba bajo nervios. Y aunque sea culpable, la abuela lo va a proteger, a menos de que tengamos evidencia contundente. Ahora, para tener evidencia contundente que este buena gente otra vez en trance, Había más evidencia, era todo. Ya saqué eso del agua. Ya vi lo que hay aquí. Este lado no parece haber nada. Qué ay, no, pues no hay más cosas. ¿Me recuerdan por dónde llegó? Ok. Cuando venimos derecho. Y no manches, ¿por dónde se salía? Ya no me vaya a juzgar, pero ya se me olvidó por dónde ir. ¿Por dónde vinimos? A ver aquí. Obvio que sí sé por dónde ir. Ay, Dios. Bueno, ya checamos todo y no hay nada más ahí abajo. Voy a ver si hay posibilidades de salir. Que ahorita me imagino que la gente se fue a dormir. Sino que todos están donde estaba la vieja en la mañana.
What is it? I'll get you back.
Stop monkeying around. Come with me.
I'll come inside in a bit.
Don't go.
Can I just have a few
It's
more
not a request, Carol.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
What's happening to me?
David? Is everything all right?
We should make haste.
¿Dónde íbamos? Rory.
Do you know who Clara was?
I know who she was, aye.
And?
Young Eddie is her bairn. Lady Mallory, as she was. She stayed on in the house after Victor passed, but she wasn't here much before. I didn't ken her that well.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie.
Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Nobody in this house is particularly chatty. Not even when I have an actual question for them.
Oh, stunning. How curious. Come and look at this.
Esto es horrible.
Look, they form a clear circle.
This can't be a fluke.
Well, looks like one of the stones is missing.
A heavy enough stone to weigh yourself down with. Something's carved into each one.
I've never seen a rose like this before.
I have. The gardener, Rory. He brought some down from the glass house.
Sé que hay que ir al invernadero.
Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Are you convinced?
We need more.
No quería hablar contigo. Quería ver en la foto. Los trozos de fotos encontrados. Que lograr acusar ese pinche gordo. Y no hablo del mayordomo. Chingados que.
That's an unusual looking rose. I noticed one lying by the side of the loch.
Aye, that's been me. A flower for the flower of Skahandu, Cecilia.
My aunt? They're for her?
I grew 'em for her. She loved the roses, did Cecilia. No the red ones, though. Made her think of blood, ye ken.
Forgive me, but wouldn't it be more fitting to place them on her grave?
Why, she's no there, is she, laddie? That's not where she rests. And I don't much stand by your modern god.
Rory, what happened to her? What happened to Cecilia?
I'm not in the mood to open old wounds, laddie.
May I have some of the roses, Rory? I'd like to place them on Cecilia's grave.
What's she to you? You didn't ken her?
No, I didn't. But she's family. And besides, Father always spoke fondly of her. He would even smile as he talked about playing in the gardens with her as a child.
He did he? Aye, well, that's good to ken. I should have some left in the glass house.
There are some strange markings carved into the stones on the shore.
Runes, aye. I'm old-fashioned, I suppose. Still hold to the old ways.
Superstitions don't gain validity just by being believed in for a long time.
I'd watch that. Your precious science doesn't have all the answers, lassie.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie. Sorry, lassie, but you can't go in. It's for family only.
Just hold on a moment.
No, it's okay. I quite understand. You go ahead, and I'll wait here for you, if I must.
Aye, you must.
Van a jalar las patas entre el hibernario. ¿En qué cosas me meto? Me parece agradable, Rory.
I know, it doesn't look like I have green fingers.
Are these...
Aye, Cecilia's roses.
They're beautiful.
I like to think so.
But they seem to be the only thing that grows here. Can you tell me about Cecilia? What was she like?
She was a lovely lassie, but she had more than her share of troubles.
Grandfather Edward?
You ken well enough, son.
You said she wasn't in her grave.
Aye, that I did.
Did she drown?
She did. Killed herself. Her body was never found. Now all I have of her is my memories. And they are not what they were. And this.
That is exquisite. Cecilia made this.
She made it, aye. For me. Girl must have cut her fingers 100 times doing it. On the thorns, you ken.
Puta madre, otra vez me quedé en la... Ya me mandaron al limbo otra vez. Puta. Eso es por todos lados. Tocar...
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
Get away from her, you coward!
¿Quién gritó? ¿Quién gritó? ¿Quién gritó? ¿Quién gritó? ¿Quién gritó? Ah, me roba, no se puede volar. Me roba, me voy a ver. Ah, que es tan difícil hacer esto. No, 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 légate. Ay, 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 ay. No, 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 no. Pinche madre. Que es tan difícil hacer un acercamiento aquí. Maldito cordón de mierda. No, 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 que te mate. Examinar. Examinar. Porque no sale la puta madre esa. Aquí, examinar. Está muy cerca. Examinar. No. Es más difícil que calibrar el tornillo de Stay. Examinar. Quítate de ahí. Ay, Dios. Creo que le gritó John. Ay, no. Venga desde ahí.
The saboteurs Edward used. They ended up in this corner.
Acercarte mucho a los recuerdos. Examinarlo ahí. No se puede examinar bien. Examinar. Esta es la parte difícil. ¿Por qué está tan difícil coordinar aquí? Que falta ese nada más. Ya que ya no me pasa casi nada. Ya lo vi. Sí se puede. No se puede. Acércate. Es que ahí decía examinar. Estoy a punto. ¿Qué es que se Volteé a mi mamá y me mataron. Está difícil esa parte. Están algo perdidos los controles, entonces se complica. A ver.
Looking to break some more locks, laddie.
That is exquisite.
Que entró mi mamá para decirme buenas noches y en lo que me giré y volví ya tenía ese güey encima. Lo bueno es que se tienen como un auto guardado que cada vez que se activa una memoria o estas cinemáticas es lo que me salva.
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
Get away from her, you coward!
Get lost!
You monster!
Who is that old woman? It takes courage to confront Edward like that.
Necesito estar aquí cuando lance el maldito cuchillo.
The saboteurs Edward used. They ended up in this corner.
Y ya nada más falta ver aquí. Wait a minute.
He scratched the word Baron into her arm. What a monster.
They lied to me.
Who did?
All of them.
Con un carajo. Ay, no, que no se nos vaya. Que no se nos vaya esta madre.
What just happened?
I could ask you the same thing. You started to talk to yourself. And then you were throwing your arms about like you were fighting something. I couldn't see what. You started bawling and the lassie came in to see what was going on. She tried to settle you, but you just went for her.
Qué buena tacleada le dio el viejito.
I saw an old lady. She wore a long, flowing dress. Her voice was strong, determined.
Sounds like Rosemary. She was Lady Margaret's mother.
Was Cecilia not able to have children? Did that anger Grandfather Edward?
Maybe you can see well enough too, son. Maybe you can. It wasn't her, it was her husband. He was the bother. Couldn't, you can?
I think so, yes.
Aye, well, Edward blamed Cecilia for it. For picking the wrong man for her mate. You'll be fine, laddie. You just need some fresh air. This place can get to you.
Con un carajo, el doctor va a querer internar.
I need to know if there's proof to what I saw. I need to know if there's proof to what I saw. The secateurs should be... Here they are. How could I know? This seems awfully accurate for a forgotten memory. The crack is right there. Edward was furious. Seems like him and great-grandmother Rose didn't see eye to eye.
esto.
Trust your instincts, laddie.
Me gusta esa manera en la que se va al infinito y más para allá.